First of all, I am so sorry that you are here looking for a class on recurrent loss. This is a shitty space to be in, but I hope that this class is helpful for you and holds you in the way that you need today. So when you've had a recurrent loss, which is essentially any more than one loss in a row, it can feel exhausting. You're probably feeling just done, over it, angry, really struggling to make sense of why this is happening to you again. So I hope that this class holds you in the early weeks and the months following. It's super gentle, which means you are welcome to join into this class whenever you feel physically up to it. As a guide, I would suggest once the heavy bleeding has stopped. And because this practice is going to be gentle and slow and restorative, I do want to let you know that this may feel confronting at times. I know in the early days after my losses, silence was the thing that I avoided because silence is when all of those feelings found me. So if you feel like at any point in this class it becomes too much and you need to stop and walk away, you are welcome to do that. Healing takes time. I do also want to let you know though that I needed to make space for this feeling and for this healing. It wasn't in the super early days. In the super early days, I needed distraction and a little bit of numbing, and I just needed to avoid the feeling. But little by little, as I felt stronger and more able to, I found that making space for this healing was really helpful and helped me to move beyond feeling super tender and super broken and put myself back together little by little. So I hope that this practice helps you to do the same. I want to encourage you to use props during this practice. Like I said, it is restorative. We are going to be in poses where we're going to be holding them for a long period of time. Ideally, you'll have a block and a bolster, but no worries if you don't have those things. You can use blankets, you can use pillows off your bed. Anything to prop you up will work perfectly. We're going to start our practice in child's pose. So you'll see that I've stacked up my props. Do the same with whatever you're working with today. So like I said, it could be multiple pillows on top of each other. We're coming into our child's pose, so our knees are either wide or together, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And basically we're just allowing ourselves to rest over the props. You could take your arms out straight if you wanted in our regular child's pose, or just allow yourself to hug all of these props. Let your fingers relax. Let the belly be soft, face soft, shoulders relaxed, the entire body. Allow it to feel supported, heavy. Find your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And just let yourself arrive here with nothing else to do. See if you can resist that little voice in the mind that tells you need to get up and do something. All the things that would be a better use of your time. Nothing is a better use of your time now than holding yourself in this space. You've been through something big. Try not to deny the size of this experience, its impact on you, the way that it has changed and shifted and molded you, the way that it has moved your heart. Let yourself breathe into this space. It's the most important practice that you'll do today. When you're ready, use the hands to slowly press yourself up. We're changing position, but only slightly. We're coming into a supported twist. So I want you to bring the knees so that they're facing out. And then take the feet out from underneath you. So we're just going to come down over the bolster again, but in a twisted position. So we're going to turn away from the knees. You can lie flat again, like your child's pose, so there's only a really gentle twist, or you can turn right away from the legs. And just allow this little bit of a twist in the spine to unravel some of the tension that you're likely holding in your body. Again, use as many props as you need to be comfortable. Only twist as far as what feels good for you. Breathe and relax. Breathe and let go. Remember that you can breathe through anything, any emotions, any sensations, any experiences. Just keep breathing. And when you're ready to slowly bring yourself back up, just going to take a little bit of a spinal opening here. So open the heart, around the shoulders, so like a seated cat-cow. Just shifting anything that was brought up through that twist, being in a twist for a long time. And sometimes allow things to open and release. So we just help to shift them out of the body now. Good, and then come back to a long spine. We're just going to move the knees in the opposite direction and come into the exact same pose, but on the other side. So again, allow yourself to rest over the bolster, over the pillows, whatever you're using, settling in. Slowly bring yourself back up. And just coming into really gentle cat-cow here. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You can move the props out of the way, but we're going to use them again in a second. So I'm just going to leave mine there. Inhale, rise the tail, rise the head. And then exhale, really gently round the spine. use the breath as you exhale. Imagine you're breathing out anything that no longer serves you, releasing it from the body. Inhale and exhale. And return the spine to neutral. We're going to come to have a seat and come into our butterfly pose. So we're going to face our props. So I want you to bring the soles of the feet together. Now you can keep them really close to the body, or if it feels better, you can move the props and slide them out a little bit. So we're going to fold forward. So this creates a lot of space and opening through the hips and through the pelvis. But again, I want you to be really supported by the props that are underneath you. So use as many as you need so that you can rest the head fully. Feel comfortable and supported in this position. And then just allow yourself to breathe. Soften through the face and the jaw, the neck and the shoulders, the belly and the hips, all soft and relaxed. Know that it's safe to let go. Let go of this tension that you're holding. Let go of the way that you feel you're holding all the pieces of yourself together. It's safe to let go, to relax, to sink into the space within you, the quiet. Slowly rise the body back up. And just where you are sitting, we're just going to do a few pelvic circles, so rotating the body around. The upper body moves, the lower body stays still. Find the breath again, just with the intention of shifting anything that we may have stirred up through that long hold. Reverse the circles. Come back to center. So you can move the blanket out the way for the moment and the block too. And just use the bolster or just use multiple pillows if that's what you're working with. And we're coming into a supported bridge now. So normally our bridge is flat on the floor and then we press into the feet to lift the hips. So we're going to lie ourselves over the bolster. So normally in our bridge pose we're like this, so it's active through the legs. We want more of a passive position here. So the hips should feel supported. If you do want more of that incline, you could adjust and use a prop under the hips here. So gently lifting up and placing that block under. So we're getting more of that bridge shape But again, it's optional as long as your body is supported here and you're feeling rested. And then there's a super gentle opening through the hips here. Rest the arms down. Let the shoulders fall open. And find the breath once more. The heart to open here in this position. If you want to open up this space a little more, you could shift the body down the bolster or the cushions so that the head is allowed to fall back, the chin opening up. But only if this feels good. Breathe into this chest space. Allow this area to expand so the ribs expand. The upper chest expands, and as you exhale, let yourself soften into this space. Slowly rise. Bring yourself back down. If you came up with the hips a little, it's helpful to remove that extra prop so that you're supported. To come up to have a seat, use the hands to make that happen. We're going to come into a heart opener now. So we're increasing this opening through the heart, which, like I said at the beginning, might feel confronting. Rest if you need. If this is enough for today, you can pause this video, come back another time. If you're ready to open the heart a little more, we just want to prop the supports up a little bit. So if you're using cushions, some extra cushions at the head end, you could bring your blankets back in, rolled up underneath the knees, feels really nice. And then we're just going to bring the back so that it rests here. So let yourself get comfortable in this position. You should feel really supported here. So if you don't, add some extra props underneath the body. The shoulders fall open, so you're naturally getting this space in the chest, in the heart. Which, like I said, it can feel confronting because we've probably been in this protective mode and now we're opening ourselves up. I just want you to breathe into any sensations, any emotions that this position creates. Maybe there's none, maybe you're feeling a little bit numb. That's okay too, just breathe. Open a little bit more, you could bring the hands and rest them above the head, let the elbows fall out to the side. Keep breathing here. And then release the hands down by the side. For our Shavasana today, you can choose to stay here. This is really comfortable and you feel good here. Or you can come to lie flat on the back, so you could remove the bolster. I like to keep something under my knees because it feels nice and supportive for my low back, but work out what feels best for you. We're flat on the ground now with that really hard supportive surface beneath you, then move into that position as we settle in for Shavasana. Let your breathing steady into its own rhythm. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And let yourself fully sink into the supports beneath you. Let yourself feel weighted and heavy. Sinking further and further with each breath. Let yourself sink into this place of safety, of quiet, of relaxation. And if you notice that emotions or sensations start to overwhelm you, if thoughts start to come in, allow them and then breathe them away, coming back to the breath, coming back to this space of quiet. Keep breathing where you are, letting these words wash over you. This is a Native American poem. I was unable to find its author or its source, but I pay my respects to whoever wrote these words. Let them wash over you now as you continue to breathe. I give you this one thought to keep. I am with you still. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on the snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds circled in flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not think of me as gone. I am with you still in each new dawn. And you're ready to start to bring yourself back to the body. Wriggle fingers and toes. Stretching the body out long. And then rolling to one side and slowly coming back up to have a seat. Bring the hands to heart and take a moment to honor yourself here. This is not an easy practice, nor an easy experience to go through, and here you are, still breathing. I'm sending you all my love, all my hope that this pain eases for you soon. I know from experience that it will, but I know in the space that you're in, it's hard to hear. So sending you all my love and strength. Namaste. If you'd like more healing practices, I'd invite you to join my online yoga circle. This is my membership space for women who are trying to conceive, who've experienced losses, and then who move on to pregnancy, birth practices, and early postpartum practices. I would love to welcome you into that community. It is just the most beautiful group of women who are all in these really challenging transitions. And I'd love to meet you over there. Namaste.